They've got two men on their outside guys trying to block them. And it's blocked by the Blazers! Touchdown! Valdosta State on the block! Oh, baby, it's blocked by Donnie Howell for Valdosta State. West came in untouched.
88, 69, 88, 96, Blue Rally, 97, 92.
The David Dean Show. Your weekly look at Valdosta State University Blazer football with head coach David Dean. Brought to you by Anheuser-Busch, saluting America's designated drivers. Responsibility matters. Kentucky Fried Chicken. We do chicken right in Valdosta, Nashville, and Thomasville. Houston Orthopedic Hospital and Houston Sports Medicine Center. Your Metro Valdosta State Farm Insurance agents. And by Coca-Cola, make it real. Here's your host, Dick Rocky, along with head coach David Dean, and a look at this week's Blazer football action.
Hello and welcome to the David Dean Show. I'm Dick Rocky along with the head coach. Delta State 35, Valdosta State 31 in front of over 7,200 fans at Bazemore Hyder Stadium. A tremendous atmosphere all Thursday and Thursday night, but the Blazers come up on the short end of the stick. And Coach Dean, it was a game really of almost two halves. The Blazers, a big lead in the first half, a big lead early in the third quarter, then boom.
Right. We've been in a lot of those games before, but on the other end, we've been the ones that have come back. So it was tough. It was a gut-wrenching loss. We were stunned. We felt bad. I felt bad for our players because I thought they deserved to win that game. And you know, they always say about 3 or 4 plays determines the outcome of a game, and that's exactly what happened last night.
And you could see it happening. Even when it was 31-7, fans were starting to leave the stadium, and I just kept in my stomach. I just knew Delta State was too good, and they just needed one play. And I'm sure the coach said, "Give us one big play, get that momentum." And we were talking, football momentum is funny. You don't think it happens, but boy, it does.
It does, and it's hard to stop when it gets going. You can't. It's not like basketball. You can't call timeout and step back and regroup a little bit, because if you waste a timeout, that hurts you down the stretch.
But it was a tremendous football game, probably what people expected more than what was happening there when we had the big lead. But I think both teams showed they're amongst the best in the conference and the best in the region and the best in the nation on Thursday night.
Well, I said the other day, if there's 7 teams better than Delta State in the country, I'd like to see them. And I think we proved that we can play with just about anybody.
All right, Coach, we'll take a break, come back and take a look at the first half.
You give a little love, and it all comes back to you. You're gonna be remembered for the things that you say and do. You give a little love, and it all comes back to you.
Hello, I'm David Derlin with First State Bank and Trust. Now is a great time to consider a home equity line of credit. We've been helping families realize their dreams for 100 years.
Let your dreams take shape by using the equity in your home for a brand new kitchen with all the extras you've been wanting. More space, new appliances, new cabinets can make the kitchen the focal point of your home. See First State Bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
First State Bank and Trust.
As a neurosurgeon at South Georgia Medical Center, I specialize in the areas of the brain and spine, and it is extremely satisfying to help someone and make a difference in their life. I see the expression on a patient's face when they come into my office after surgery. They're so emotional and they're so happy that they have their life back. But these positive outcomes would not be possible without South Georgia Medical Center. Together with their commitment to new technology and support of neurosurgery, we are making a difference.
A beautiful university
under the palms and pines of South Georgia,
just above the Florida border,
halfway between Atlanta and Orlando.
We are Valdosta
State University.
Outstanding academics, a showplace for the arts,
and the home of champions.
Vision,
success,
and you.
Prepare for your world
by coming to ours.
Valdosta State University, building for our next century. The David Dean Show is also brought to you by the Blanton and Griffin Insurance Agency. Applebee's Neighborhood Grill and Bar, Olson Business Systems, and by Farmers and Merchants Bank.
Coach Dean, the hype leading up to this game is as big as I've ever seen around Valdosta. Great crowd of over 7,200. Tailgaters were there at 3 o'clock. Your guys started arriving about 6:40 for the Blazer Walk, and I missed it for the first time, but it was awesome, I heard.
It was great. We had a big crowd there. They were loud. We appreciate everybody showing up. And I tell you what, I really appreciate the students that showed up. They dressed in their black. They were loud. When we came out to warm up, I've never heard the place that loud, and it was great because our students gave us a great boost to start the game.
I said it was the atmosphere we've been looking for 26 years, basically. I mean, and we hope we can continue to build on that.
Well, I hope we can. I think our players deserve that. They deserve to play in a crowd like that. And I'm sorry that we didn't win the game for our crowd that showed up to support us.
Let's take a look at the highlights. In front of a great crowd we mentioned here, you can see the Blazer Walk, the cheerleaders coming through, and I was fortunate to be in the lead police car unintentionally. Hadn't planned on that, but we got you over there somehow, maybe not the right way. But Delta won the toss. They wanted to kick off this.
Yeah, they put us out on the field on offense first, and we get a good return here by Roger King to start off the game. And we don't get much on first down, and then second down right here, we throw a little crossing pattern there to Deshaun Robinson, got good yardage, and then we try to run up the middle and don't get anything out of it and miss the block. And then Stephen Wright hits a great high punt. We got great coverage, and right here you can see almost get that fumble right there. And Delta State was able to get on it, and that would have been a big momentum change there early in the game. But our defense comes out, holds Delta State to 3 and out, and just did a great job of stopping them really in the whole first half. And you see Donnie Powell right here just breaks through, makes the block, rolls into the end zone, and recovers it for a touchdown. We're off to a good start there. We felt like we could get a blocked punt on those guys, and we were fortunate enough that we did that. We stop them again on defense, get the ball back, and we were going to try to run the ball on these guys. We didn't think anybody had really just lined up and run right at them. And we did a good job, I think, all night running the football. We got a great kick right here by Stephen Wright. Pinned them down inside, and they make a great play. That's a big, tall receiver, and they throw a little fade pattern to him. And they're on a drive here, and right down in here, that's a 4th down play. And our defense holds them on a 4th and 1.
They did not go for the field goal. Their kicker was 2 for 7 for the season, so twice they gave up field goal opportunities.
They've been struggling a little bit, and we figured that's probably what they would do if they got in situations like that. And here we come back out, and we're moving the ball well. Hit a crossing pattern right here to Cedric Jones, who's getting big yardage. We got good protection off a really good defensive front, big senior-laden defensive front. And here's another great kick by Stephen. Hits it right away from the returner, and it rolls dead just inside the 1-yard line. Great coverage, great kick, and then great penetration right there. They can't get to the line of scrimmage, and we pick us up a safety, and we're up 9-0.
Stephen averaged 45 yards a kick on 8 punts on Thursday night.
Had great hang time and kicked it away from the Obviously, that guy's a very dangerous returner because you saw what he did with the kickoff later in the game. Again, another great kick. Pins him down inside the 5-yard line. And then Jermel Daniels here, 62. Beats the double team, gets in there and makes another sack, and we've got us another safety. We're up 11-0 there.
Back-to-back safeties.
That's great. I said that earlier in the year. I hadn't seen that in a long time, and we've actually done it twice this season. Awful looking face mask right here. I mean, that's almost dangerous. Kind of hurt Ronnie's neck a little bit. But Deshaun Robinson and Michael Terry and Ronnie Nelson, those 3 guys carried the load for us running the ball and did a great job. And I thought Willie, for the most part, did a very good job against their pass rush. He broke a lot of tackles and made things happen by getting out of the pocket and threw that one right there to Zach Parker for a touchdown.
See, the Blazers up 17-0, and I'm thinking, wow. And the defense is playing great. But we knew Delta was not done.
No, they're a very good football team. And we weren't surprised that we were up 17-0. We knew that we could play with them. Unfortunately, we gave them some momentum in the second half that allowed them to get back in the game. Here's a big 3rd down stop, and then they bring their big package in right here, and fourth down play, and we stuffed it again. That was a great play for us, and then now we're just trying to get the ball off the goal line. We have to get it, swing the field position game back in our favor. So we pound the run back at them, and there's Michael Terry making a big run, big break right here. Number 10 right there was a big player all night for them. He has good speed, and then here's Rashawn Robinson again with another big run. Unfortunately, we had a penalty that cost us an opportunity to get a first down there, and then here's Stephen Wright again inside the 10-yard line, forcing those guys to drive the length of the field. And you're going to have a hard time doing that against our defense. Big coverage right here. It's a great job there by Sean Harris. We stop them there, they punt to us, and we decide to go in 17-0 at the half.
And of course, you're going with a sizable lead against most teams. You feel pretty good, and you felt good, but you knew, and I'm sure you told your team, look, these guys are too good. They're going to make a run at us.
They are, and they're a senior-laden team. They have a lot of seniors on their team. Defensively, they've got 8 returning starters back. So we knew that they were going to come out, pressure us a little bit more in the second half, and it was all a matter of how we were going to respond. Were we going to sit on the lead, or were we going to go out and attack those guys like we did in the first half?
All right, Coach, take a break and come back in just a moment.
Put the knife down.
Luann, what are you doing?
I'm having lunch from KFC. It's real food, which requires a fork and a knife.
It's KFC, people.
Have a real meal for lunch. Come to KFC for any of our new $2.99 deals. World-famous chicken, choice of a side, and a flaky biscuit. Grab lunch for just $2.99. KFC chicken now has the same great taste with 0 grams of trans fat per serving.
These days, you can buy more things in more places than ever before. You'd think that would make things simpler.
I'd like a venti quad cappuccino.
But it just makes it more complicated. That's why at TrustGuard, we still sell our auto insurance through independent agents. It's a far smoother process than buying from a stranger over some 1-800 line. It's good to know what you're buying and who you're buying it from.
No matter how you spend your time, we can help you stay active for many years to come. The world-renowned physicians at the Houston Clinic specialize in the latest technology in the treatment and surgery of all orthopedic injuries and disorders. You'll receive the highest quality of medical care for total joint replacements, spine surgery, hand surgery, and sports medicine through an integrated delivery system of orthopedic and rehabilitative care focused on your optimum health and wellness. The Houston Clinic, a reputation for excellence, a tradition of caring.
My wife works hard, the kids are 10, 6, and 3. Our life together gets a little crazy. So I called Applebee's like I've done before. They brought our favorite foods out to my car door.
With Applebee's Carside to Go, you call it in, we bring it out.
Now my wife runs to meet me just as fast as she can, 'cause there's something women like about a pickup man.
Applebee's Carside to Go. It's not fast food, it's Applebee's Food Fast.
Chad Gallahan, Valdosta, Georgia. Kicker. You're watching the David Dean Show.
Coach, we're trying to smile a little bit here this morning. It's hard, and I was kidding you. And I said, you know, it happens in D1 football. It happens in professional football. Teams lose big leads, and you said it doesn't make us feel any better, and it doesn't. But I was trying to make myself feel better.
I tell you, it's tough. It was a long night. I tossed and turned all night long, just replaying that game over and over, which I'm sure a lot of our players and coaches are doing the same thing. It's, like I said, it was a gut-wrenching loss. You know, our players were hurt, and it's all a matter now of how are we going to respond for the rest of the season.
Well, let's watch this second half highlights right here. It gets off to a perfect start. We stop and we kick off. We stop and we get the ball. We score.
That's exactly right. You know, we challenged our guys to come out and play the first half with the same intensity that they did in the play the second half the same they did the first half, and I thought we did that. Again, these guys are very dangerous. That is a very good football team. They made it to the national semifinals for a reason, and a lot of those guys that played in that national semifinal game against Grand Valley are back and playing for those guys again. But big play right here. They have a bad snap on fourth down, and we swarm to the football and stop them there. We get the football, and Again, there's Michael Terry running and doing a good job there, dragging her tackle 3 or 4 yards. And big 4th down throw right here. Cedric Jones climbs the ladder, goes up, and makes a big catch, and then we come right back and throw him a screen. And watch the block out here by Cedric Evans, 81. Look at him drive that guy all the way down. Drove him 10 yards off the football, and we stick it in the end zone. Great start. We're up 24-0 now. And we get a great kick here by Jad Gallahan. He kicks the ball inside the 10. He decides not to field it. And we got a great bounce. And now they start to drive the ball up. Unfortunately, on this drive right here, we gave them 30 yards in penalties. And that was just a crucial part right there. And they make a nice throw and stick it in the end zone there and cut the lead to 24-7.
And you know, again, it makes you feel better as the team behind that, you know, we got a little something going, but we come right back.
We responded. Offensively, we came back out and put together a nice drive, and there's Willie again making something happen. Throws the ball to Cedric Evans and watch him break this tackle and make something miss. They called right there, number 10, and Rooster Russell right there for a penalty. Kind of hard to understand that, but we go right here with a toss sweep to Michael Terry, and he just sticks it in the end zone. Great block in there. And
31-7, but here's where it all starts to change.
Here's where the wheels come off. They do a good job on their return. Again, he's a very dangerous return man. He's got great speed. He hit the seam. And Chad just didn't have an angle on him. And if you don't have an angle on that guy, then he's going to outrun you.
31-14. All right, we're still up 17 points, 6.5 to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, good run. Start off with, we get about an 8-yard gain right there, and then we had an illegal procedure call, bumped us back, and right here Willie is doing what he's supposed to do. He's trying to throw the ball away, and the guy just makes just snags it. And we had about 5 more yards. I think LaShawn would have stripped that ball out of there.
So it's a 10-point lead.
And that's what we did. We gave them an opportunity to get back in the game with those 2 plays. But again, you can see us respond. We moved the ball. We punted them down there again, and we just gotta bow up right now on defense and make a stop. We've got to do that. They went to their running game. You could tell that they made an effort in the second half to come out and let number 7 right there make plays. What we started doing at this point right here was we were not making the tackles that we were in the first half. He was breaking tackles. We were taking poor angles. And then he makes a beautiful throw here. Again, to the same guy there, the Ricks kid, for a touchdown. And now it's a ball game again. We've let them back in the game.
This is as good a quarterback as we've seen this year. He throws it well. He's a tremendous runner and very, very elusive.
He is. A junior college transfer in there. You know, we placed Eister, who has played for 4 years. Big throw right there. We got good coverage. He sticks it in there and he breaks the tackle. And for the first time all night now, we're behind.
The game sort of settles down right here with 11 minutes to go until towards the end. Both teams move the ball a little bit, but the defense is forcing to punt.
Right. And here's a good quick screen out to Jeffrey Felton. He makes a nice run up the field. Watch them close on that screen right there. They just got great speed on defense. There's not a weakness on that whole team. And this is a poor decision here. Fourth and inches, we hand the ball to Michael Terry right there. We just can't afford to let our quarterback hang onto the ball that deep in the backfield on an inch play. And there's the big man again. They throw the big fade up there to him. And great strip right there by William Monfort. We get the ball back with about 2 minutes left, and we're going to have an opportunity to go down and score. And we put together a great drive. Big 4th down throw and catch right here to Zach Parker. He almost slips out of this. And then we come back, throw the same screen there to Jeffrey Felton. Does a great job of getting yardage, getting out of bounds. Again, we're moving it. And right here, we're feeling like we've got an opportunity to stick this thing down in here and win the game.
Get it all the way down to the 12-yard line.
What killed us was earlier in the game, we missed an extra point, and we could have tied the game with a field goal there. Just a little late on the throw. He got pressured, stepped out, pumped, and then he ended up throwing the ball late, and the guy made a nice pick there, and we ended up losing 35-31.
Well, Coach, we've talked about it, not much more to say about it. The important thing now is you got to get your team, they've got the weekend off. When they come back in next week for practice, you got to get them refocused and say, that one's over and done with. We've got a great season ahead of us, and we've got a lot that we can accomplish.
We do. This is where we earn our money as coaches. We've got to get those guys refocused, rejuiced, get back up and realize that all the goals that we set at the beginning of the year are still in our grasp. We can still win the conference championship, make the playoffs, and make a run at the national championship.
All right, Coach, take a break and we'll be back with more of the David Dean Show.
In today's fast-paced business world, you need equipment that can help you keep up with your needs. You'll find it at Colson Business Systems with a complete line of CopyStar business solutions. CopyStar systems can copy, print, scan, and fax with all advanced finishing options. CopyStar has all the features and functionality you need for exceptional output, and enhanced print capabilities mean serious business. Call or stop by Colson Business Systems today and pick out your new CopyStar. Colson Business Systems, Valdosta's authorized CopyStar dealer.
Daddy, can I get a puppy, please?
Okay, Sammy. It's bedtime.
10 more minutes, please.
10 more.
Yes. Please. Hey, Daddy. Will you buy some alcohol for my party tonight? We'll be right here at the house. You can even take the keys. Please?
Absolutely not.
Each time I turn around. Never let me have anything.
Don't be a pushover.
I hate you.
Be a parent. Prevent. Don't provide alcohol to minors.
I love learning.
I believe in service. I am full of passion.
I embody sportsmanship.
I trust in my resourcefulness.
I like balance.
That's why
I chose
Division II.
The David Dean Show is also brought to you by the Georgia Lottery, celebrating 1 million Hope Scholarship recipients. And none of it would be possible without you. Thanks a million, Georgia. South Georgia Medical Center. South Georgia Travel for all your travel needs. And by First State Bank and Trust Company, serving South Georgia for over 100 years.
Hi, I'm Tom Hughes, along with Lady Blazer head basketball coach Kylie Hill. Welcome, Kylie.
Thanks, Tom. Glad to be here.
We're taking this special segment of the Coach David Dean Show to give a preseason preview for the Lady Blazer basketball team. Coach, you're beginning your 8th year. You've 123 and 74 in your 8 years. You've won the Gulf South Conference East 2 out of the last 3 years, and advanced to semifinals of the NCAA South region last year. Can you give us a quick recap on the 2006-2007 season?
Well, for that, this last past year, we've had a group that really came together, came in and played really well. Offensively, we were able to score a lot, and defensively, we were fortunate. We finished first in the nation. We only gave up 46 points a game on the year, which was a tremendous thing. And we tried to build everything around our defensive efforts, and that's, I think, was a big success for us this past year.
Coach, you've got almost everyone back from last year's squad. What are your goals for the 2007-2008 season?
Well, Tom, our goals basically never change. We have a basic consistency toward a purpose. You know, our goals are always to be Gulf South Conference East Division champions. Our goal is to win the Gulf South Conference Tournament Championship, which is hosted in South Haven, Mississippi. You know, our third concept is we want to be in an NCAA regional and to play for the Elite Eight and to play for a chance for a national championship. And our fourth concept is we want everybody who plays with us to have, graduate and be in a situation we have a team GPA of a 3.0 or better. And that's what we do every year. And we have process goals. We reach those, but that's what we try to do every single year and try to be consistent toward that.
On the court this year, Coach, what are the keys to reaching those goals?
Well, I think that one of the biggest things is we have all these kids returning, but we have to understand that we're not going to be able to climb that hill the same exact way we did this past year. And to utilize that and pull from that experience and make it the best we possibly can be, but also understand that change is part of getting back up that same championship hill.
Coach, last night in the preseason Lady Blazer banquet, you announced your Shoot for the Cure initiative. Yeah. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Well, it's something I've been wanting to do for several years, Tom, and we're able to find to make it happen now. Is that breast cancer, this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and one thing that we are doing is that for every 3 we make, money is going to be asked to be donated, raised, whatever, and for every 3 that's shot, that money goes to, stays here and locally in the Partnership Cancer Fund and goes toward breast cancer awareness and breast cancer education. And that's a big overall theme. We're taking our kids, going to the civic organizations and doing several things to make Shoot for the Cure the best it can be.
Coach, I want to thank you for being here today. We'll be right back with the David Dean Show.
You want to know what fast is? Fast Fives. Trust me, with Fast Fives, you could instantly win $50,000. I run like 60 miles an hour. You know what I get? I get to eat zebra. You know what zebra tastes like? It don't taste like chicken. With Fast Fives, you could win all 10 prizes or even a free Fantasy 5 quick pick. So play Fast Fives, win 50 grand. Don't eat zebra.
Hello, I'm Jane Shelton, and welcome to South Georgia Travel.
Since 1964, we've been serving your travel needs. Whether considering domestic, Caribbean, European, or something out of the ordinary, we specialize in personalized vacation planning to make sure your vacation is all about you. Whether business or leisure, call us at South Georgia Travel. We're always as close as your phone, or visit us on our website. Come see us at 1300 Baytree Road.
We're going places.
For insurance and financial services in Valdosta, see State Farm agents Brian Sumner and Angie Crawford. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hi, my name is Travis Taylor from Unadilla, Georgia, receiver. Stay tuned in to the David Dean Show.
Welcome back to the State Farm Look Ahead. And Coach, West Alabama on the horizon. We get the weekend off for your football team we talked about, and our only bus trip of the year. As a team. It's about a 6-hour trip over to Livingston, and it's a Saturday night game they're throwing at us this year, so we won't be starting until 8 o'clock Valdosta time.
No, this is our longest trip of the year. We'll leave Friday morning and drive over to Troy and have lunch, and then drive in and stay in Demopolis and play in Livingston, Alabama Saturday night. And hopefully we'll regroup, we'll get ourselves back on the winning track, and hopefully our senior leadership will step up this week and propel us to finish off the season very good.
At the start of the season, I asked you who was a team that you thought might be pretty good this year, and you said West Alabama. They're not having that year, but that doesn't probably change your opinion of them.
Well, this is a very tough game for us because it's sandwiched in between Delta State and North Alabama, and it's a long road trip. And after you play an emotional game, a draining game that you end up having a chance to win and then lose and have to turn around and play West Alabama again, it's a little bit scary. Hopefully we can regroup and play well.
All right, Coach, got a few days to lick our wounds and get back to business on Monday, and the Blazers make the road trip over to Livingston, Alabama. And kickoff was at 8 o'clock Saturday night in Livingston. You can hear that game on the radio on Rock 108. We'll be on there at 7:30 for that. So for the head coach, David Dean, I'm Dick Rocky. Hope you have a wonderful weekend.